Ben back again with another one. This is just a little bit of a perspective. Everybody now is falling for the latest thing in the market. Everybody just wants to get the new thing. Nobody cares about the old. I mean, it's one thing to have the money to go buy something that you need, and it's another thing, totally different thing, to have the money to go buy something that you can flaunt. Just to flaunt so that you can be part of the flaunting rat race. So this is what we refer to as mad consumerism. Going after things that you truly don't need. You just get them because there's somebody else who's gotten it, and you just want to compete with them. It's a question of status. There's nothing else to it. And for all the fellows who keep buying things and just ruining them royally, and then completely ruining things without an iota of guilt, and then calling it shit, going after something new. And for all those fellas who think that there's always something wrong with the machines but not you, this video should help. I got this machine a year ago. I got that fellow 7 years ago, and that's as good as new. In fact, honestly, fellas, I have both of them together with me. That is better than this. I built it to a point where it is better than this. You would not believe me, but if you were to ride it back to back, then you will understand. The only area where this beats that is its high RPM performance. That is the highway cruising ability. Otherwise, if I were to take these two on dirt, that will be better than this. Any given day has more traction, more control and everything. So what I'm trying to tell you is I can build this too, slowly, steadily, to my liking. It's a fantastic machine in stock form. There's no doubts. I've made it better. Every single weak point that I thought needed some help, some fixing, I did that. And what I'm trying to say again, sorry, this is me being real, so I don't have a speech prepared for you. What I'm trying to say is, the art of maintenance is what is going to truly make you happy. The ownership experience is not buying things, flaunting them for a while, and then going after the next thing to flaunt. True ownership lies in the art of maintaining something. And if you really want people's envy, if you truly want somebody else's envy, then maintain the things that you have in such a manner that they feel terrible about letting go of what they had once to go after the next new thing in the market. And they look at your old thing that you possess and feel all envious. Maintain it like that. Get things to look and feel like that, and perform. That is being built into a rally machine. Very soon I'll have the most very soon I'll have the most desirable Rally 411, preferably or hopefully, in the world. And I'm pretty sure of it. I posted a picture on Instagram, and that got a lot of likes and a lot of engagement. I'm trying to say is, and that's going to be built the exact same way. It's almost 90% done. There's just a small little tweaks that needs to be done to the 411 to make it like the picture, and it'll be a really nice machine. So coming back to the topic, the art of maintenance is extremely crucial in keeping yourself grounded, keeping yourself loving yourself, in knowing that you in not losing your morality. It boils down to morality. If you keep discarding things, if you keep buying things and discarding them without them really having anything come up as a fault, these niggles that come up, you give up on things because of niggles, and that's just not fair. You buy things longing for them for years, and then once you get them, there's some 2-3 niggles that come up, and you won't fix it. You will just talk shit about it, and you will just discard it, and you'll go for the next thing. That's a very, very bad attitude to have. The art of maintenance goes a long way, fellas. Keep things in such good nick that everybody feels miserable about letting go of what they had once. Learn to love what you truly connect with. And don't keep getting influenced by the next guy who's flaunting the next toy in town. The only reason I got this fellow was because I made that fellow into a dedicated off-road machine. There is no comparison if we take these two off-road. That's how good that has become off-road. So this was my everyday machine, tourer. Me and my wife, we can plan trips with this. And so this is more like a touring machine. And and that is the only reason why I need these two fellas. Otherwise, I would have held on to that. There was no reason for me to go get this. I love it. I've done everything that I wanted with it, and it's in top-notch condition, except for a little rattle that comes up in the head. It's the valve clearances. I'm going to work on it, and I'm going to arrest it, and I'm going to let you know what is the solution for that. There's a little more than that, just valve clearances. I'll talk about it. I'll arrest it. I'm not going to swap the head. I'm going to keep that head, and I'm going to fix that bloody rattle. Or I'm going to keep fixing it. Yeah, the clue lies there. We'll talk about all that. Anyways, so today, the art of maintenance. Polyol is an Indian company. They're based out of Bangalore, and they make the complete range of goods for motorcycles. So, and they have some fantastic packaging, fellas. So the C2 is the chain cleaner. There's L1 and L2 in chain lube, and L1 being a more on-road, off-road dry. Off-road wet, I think it's the L2. And then there is the electrical contact cleaner, and I'm also going to be using the brake cleaner to just clean the brakes today. Yeah, that would be the brake cleaner. The brake cleaner going on the brakes. So I'll quickly make for these. It's a blue lube this time. Done. That should take care of the chain. Yeah, that's well and very well lubed. Enough to see me through for another 400-500 kilometers of traveling, and then maybe I use just one tiny bit. They want to be launching the pet can soon, so you can definitely carry the pet cans around with you comfortably. So that was the chain lubing part. Going ahead with brake clean now. I've used Wurth all my life. The first time I'm going to be trying another brand. One more thing, as far as squeaky brakes are concerned. So if you guys can see, no squeaks. The number one reason why there's squeaking going on, it's mostly to do with this. But if you have all of this clean and yet you still have squeak going on, then it's because of your wheel adjustment. Your wheel is not aligned properly. If you align the wheel properly, you will not have that come up. The rotor can be bent, but even then, just a little bit, even then, this will not cause a squeak if you align the wheel properly. The chain tension plays a huge role, fellas. I can't stress on this. I'll make a video on the chain free play sometime, but I want you to see what this is all about. That is the amount of travel that you need to have, and this is easily 3.5 centimeters. Very, very important that you have 3.5 centimeters of free play on this machine. Otherwise, you're asking for all kinds of trouble. Anyways, half the mechanics in the factory set the chain too tight from the factory. So if you were to keep riding, continue riding like that, then you will have all kinds of issues come up. You will have bent bushes come up. The bushes will wear differently. This thing will continue to squeak. There'll be a lot of friction in the wheel and the caliper system. Who knows, a bent axle, front sprocket, spleens of the final drive, that can be damaged permanently. That's a huge repair. Not easy to fix that. And quickly wearing chains and sprockets. Man, the list just goes on. Have the right free play, fellas. It's an easy thing to do, but very important that you know what to do. That's all it takes. One nice shot of brake clean, and that should do it. Perfect. That's the brake clean. Going ahead with this color. Another important thing to maintain on the 450 is the joystick and the electrical components. Very important that you do that. Whatever moisture got in because of all the rain riding will be expelled by this. You'll do a good job. Squat generously. How was that? Chain clean and chain lube done. I mean, they have certain other products as well. I was using their mechanical cleaner yesterday. The horn terminals. Keep that in good nick as well. Yeah. So that's that. Just saying. All that you think is important. Look into it. Look into it. Changed the oil and oil filter yesterday back to semi-synthetic, I'm going to be running some synthetic for some time just to see how that fares.
So we're going to be starting the engine, and we'll have a listen to the engine, how it is after swapping out the oil. The engine bursts like a brand new engine. This particular engine took about 2.2 liters for me. That is once you have everything resting. Once you've opened up everything and you have the motorcycle resting for some time, all of the oil will drain out, and then you can maybe move the vehicle on both sides. Like you can tilt the vehicle on both sides to get the last remaining bits out. And after that's done, yeah, so I'll wait for some time and then top it up.
In comparison to the fully synthetic, the ticking noise with the fully synthetic was louder from day one. So it was the same grade, but the fully synthetic cost a little more of a tick, and I'm going to be seeing if reverting back to semi-synthetic is going to be fixing that. We'll see. There is a noticeable tick going on. It is to do with the valve clearances. I'm sure of it. I'm going to work on it. But in the meantime, let's see what difference this brings about. So after swapping out the oil, there's a considerable difference in the sound of the engine, the head coming from the engine head. But I'm still waiting for the oil to break down a little bit. Maybe another 200, 300 kilometers, and I would for sure know whether this oil is making a difference up there. The oil film in the cam journals and in in between the bucket and the followers, fully synthetic and semi-synthetic, is there a difference? That's what I'm trying to get to. Well, that's the whole of it, fellas. Polyol is one part of this video, and thank you, Polyol, for making such fantastic goods. Really, really happy to have them in my hand, and there's nothing out there in the market that looks as good as this. So this is the product code, L1, C4. This would be C6. C6 is a brake cleaner, and C2 would be chain cleaner. They have certain other products as well. They have dedicated solvents as well, but we'll talk about that some other day when I use it. But for now, this is it. This is me asking you, fellas, to maintain your motorcycles instead of cribbing and complaining, instead of just discarding them within a year or two for the next big thing in the market. Buy, mod, show off, make channels, make Instagram pages, make people follow you, and then discard. Keep discarding in the name of attention. Yeah, the world has become a lot more fast now. I can't change that. But that being said, who are you? Who are you as a person? That you should never be willing to change for any Tom, Dick, and Harry. Whatever you hold close to your heart, you should always find ways to respect it and love it and care for it. I'm going to leave you with that. If this helped, it helped. Ben signing out for now. Ciao.